Hey guys, Joshua Otto here to do my monthly market report here in Naples, Florida. Alright, so the way we're going to be doing this is we're going to be going over the median sales price, the days on market, sales, how many sales we had, months of supply, and then we're going to be doing what happened last week too to kind of see what the activity looks like currently. We're going to be going over what happened in November 2022, October 2022, and also we're going to go back a year and look at November 2021. All right, so let's start with the median sales price. All right, so the median sales price in November was $600,000. All right, so it jumped up from October, which was at $555,000. Now, the median sales price was at $600 back in, hold on, I'm just gonna peek at it real quick. Back in June. So we're getting back to June's numbers. On the median sales price. All right, so, and we'll kind of go over how that happened. Days on market. All right, so the average days on market was 27 days in November, 28 days in October. So it went down a day. Still higher than it was last year though, 8 days. So as you all know, we just came out of a really hot market. The day things would hit the market, you'd get 20 offers in, 30 offers in, 40 offers in, within your first couple hours being on the market. Sales. So number of sales. We had 548 sales in November. October, 672 sales. November last year, 942. So it's down. We've been seeing a steady decrease in the number of sales. Definitely less than was last year. Again, we're not in that red hot market anymore. 548, still a pretty good number. All right, so months of supply. November 2022, we had 2.8 months of supply. That means, some people call it market absorption rate. Just means how fast things would go if no more homes hit the market. So based on this number here, 548, you would take the total homes for sale, divide it, and you would get this number, 2.8. So you would run out of homes in 2.8 months, okay? October 2022, 2.7 months. So it went up 0.1. November 2021, 0.9 months. All right, so it's definitely higher than it was last year. Now, that's good, but we're still in a low inventory market, guys. You need about 6 months to be an even market. Not really a buyer's, not really a seller's market when you're in that 6 month mark. Some people call 6 months the buyer's market. I've always learned it's an even market. 7 months is typically a buyer's market. So we still got some work to do to get to that 6 months. And we've steadily been, since December 2021, it was at 0.9 months, the same as November. So it was even. It's been steadily since then going up, 0.1 months, 0.1 months, 0.1 months. Now we're at 2.8. So this rate, we still got quite a ways to go. We got another, 32 months until we can get to a buyer's market, well, an even market anyway. So, I mean, you're looking at another, if it keeps going, this 0.1 increments every single month, we're looking at close to another 3 years before we get into an even market, okay? All right, so now let's look at what happened in the last week. All right, so we can look at current activity. So we had 796 new listings hit the market on the MLS. We had 698 of those go under contract, okay? And then 591 closings this last week as well. Okay, so looking at this, we're definitely getting more listings than we are pendings. Lately, it's been very even. This is the biggest gap I've seen in the past 2 years. I haven't seen this big of a gap where it's 100 home difference, okay? So, I mean, that's showing that if that keeps happening, inventory will increase. Now, we are also in a slow period with holidays, everything. With Thanksgiving and Christmas and people buying all these presents, the last thing on people's mind right now is to go buy a home. It's really a slow period for real estate in between holidays. Typically in Naples, January, you're going to start to see things pick back up. All right, so we'll be looking at the numbers definitely January, February, March, see what that activity looks like, how it's going to affect the sales and the supply. Also the price, that's going to be interesting as well. Days on market, might go down a little bit. I think it's going to stay around here. 27 days on the market, still pretty quick. If you get your home under contract under a month, that's pretty good. You did a good job. So now what does this mean for you as a buyer or for a seller? All right, so obviously as a seller, you like seeing that. You like seeing that price point go up. Days on market, you're selling. Obviously, it's going to stay on the market longer than it used to. Okay, we aren't in the same market we were back in April, back in March. It's not the same. Okay, I still will talk to sellers who say, oh, well, my home's going to sell really quickly. It sells really quickly in these neighborhoods. Well, it did. We're in a different market now, guys. It's different. It's not the same. So if you want to get your home sold quickly, you got to price it competitively, meaning you got to beat all your neighbors. You got to price it lower than your neighbors to get it sold quickly, because buyers, they aren't looking just at your home. They're looking at every home on the market. They even will go outside of your neighborhood. So, I mean, if you're only looking at your neighbor, you also got to look across the street. You got to look 10 miles away, because a lot of these people that come to Naples, they don't even know if they really want to be in Naples yet. Sometimes they're like, well, maybe I'm thinking Venice. Maybe I'm thinking St. Pete, Tampa. Some of them you say maybe the East Coast. So they're looking at the whole of Naples. They're not looking at just your neighborhood or the neighborhood across the street. You know, they're looking everywhere. So you got to kind of look at what everybody's asking for, and then look at, am I beating these people? Am I able to compete against these people? And if your answer is no, if you can't say yes confidently, like saying that yes, 100%, we are going to beat these guys, maybe you should rethink on what your price is, especially if you've been on the market for a while. Okay. Now, as a buyer, what does this mean for you? So prices, they stay in this 3-month supply area. Prices, I think, are going to keep going up, or at least stay where they are. Interest rates, they did just go down a little bit. They might be going up soon. I talked to a banker yesterday. He's feeling pretty optimistic that they're going to go down in the next year, hopefully. But I also heard from someone else, they're thinking it's going to go up 200 basis points. So if it goes up 200 points, you're looking at a 2% increase on your interest. I mean, that's, now you're getting to, if you can afford a house now to buy one, you're not going to be able to afford that same home next year, right? And if prices stay where they are, that home is even more expensive than it is right now. All right, so if you're thinking about buying anytime soon, right now is the time to do it before it's too late. You can always refinance when those interest rates go down. But if you're stuck paying for a really expensive rental while you're waiting the market out, you're really probably losing more money than you think. You know, I mean, if you're spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year on your rent, and then you look at, okay, well, I'm going to wait, and you've got 3 years you got to wait. I mean, that's, you're talking now close to $100,000, $60,000, $90,000, $120,000 you've lost in those 3 years. So you got to think about that stuff, guys. You have to think about it, especially if interest rates do go up even more from what they are now. And then now you're looking at what that 30-year loan, what you're paying off, and that 30 years, what's that final number? And you look, and there's like a $200,000 difference from what it was if you would have just got it at 6%. That's going to hurt even more. Okay, especially 30 years from now. If 30 years from now I give you a $200,000 check, you'd probably take it. Now, if you could give yourself a $200,000 check by saving money, by making the right investments, you should do it. Okay? But based on this, based on supply and demand, prices aren't going to go down anytime soon. Just not going to happen, guys, especially in Naples, Florida. Other markets, it might. This market, 2.8 months, no way. Not going to happen. So if you think about buying, now's really the time to do it. All right, so I'm Joshua Otto. Thank you again for tuning into my monthly market report. I hope you guys have a great day, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.